Hello there, my name is Quinn McKee. I'm a project implementation manager here with us at Celerant Technology. Today I'm here to go over with some new features that we have as of recent updates, as well as go over some tools that you might not be aware of that are very helpful for your business and advancing your use of our software. So we're going to go over the POS today. I'll walk you through some of the features, and we'll go over the back office, where I'll go over with you some of the updates that we've made there and how to set up some of the features on the POS that you'll be seeing. So we'll start off with the POS, and let's go ahead and look at search catalogs. All right. Now, with search catalogs, if you're not aware of what this feature does, it allows you to use the catalog import from the POS as opposed to using the back office. It's very helpful when it comes to doing your special orders. Usually what we see people do is they'll use the back office to do the catalog import and then come to the POS to actually finish out the special order and the sale in general. With this, it kind of circumvents that whole process of using the back office and makes it a little bit smoother, especially with the customer standing in front of you. So with using search catalogs right here, and I'll show you how to set that up, it first asks you what integration are we pulling the product records from. So we can use the existing as the list, which is going to show you all the vendors that we offer integrations with. If you want to use one that you're using, just search their name. It has to be one that you are currently integrated with, or else it will not work proper. Then after we add our vendor integration that we're using the brand, product, or the vendor classification to filter our search down. Now, using the brand, if we wanted just to put a specific brand in here, it would search for all products that that brand offers with RSR. If we wanted to narrow things down further, because sometimes you'll have a long list right there, we could, let's say, use Glock as an example as a brand. And Glock sells sometimes some hats, some apparel, as well as obviously the handguns and everything there. We can use the vendor classification to narrow things down, though, to say that we're only looking for a specific type of product that Glock offers. In this example, though, let's just use Accutac. Now, the third option when it comes to searching is if I have a part number or a UPC code, I could pop that in right here and it would search for that specific item to import, as opposed to pulling a broad list of general products from that brand. Let's just go ahead and put a brand in there for now, though, and we'll search based off that. It'll pull up our list of products under that brand. Now, if you see here, it's yellow. That's because these products are already in my system. So I could use this to even update existing product records. It pulls the UPC code, the brand name, the part number, description, and it's pulling the MSRP for the pricing. Now, if I was looking for a specific product, I could either put their UPC code or the part number into that search field right there, and it would look just for that single product. If we grab a product here that though is white, that means this is currently not in my system. So if I want to add this to the sale, I just checkbox it. I'm importing this product into my system for future use. I can then either add it to the current sale and search for another product to add, or if it's just this one product, I just hit add to sale and exit. That will then grab that data and import that into my system. So it does the same thing that a catalog import would do, just skips the whole process of using the back office, and we're only using the POS. From here, I can go ahead and complete the special order. I would add my customer to the transaction. I would then just mark it as a special order. Let's just go ahead and say I'll do a down payment for today. Say a down payment of, let's say, $50. And we'll complete this transaction. He'll pick up on a later date. So right there, I'm able to do the special order, import the product that is not in my system, all on one smooth transaction, as opposed to saying doing an open item sale where it's a miscellaneous item that's not in my system currently, or having to use the back office to import that product into my system and then jumping around. It makes things a lot easier, especially for the firearms clients. Other things I want to go over with the POS in regards to features that you might not know about. Let's go ahead and look at receipt list. Now receipt list under activities right here by default. Now, receipt list is often used just to void out an existing sale or view a transaction just to kind of get some background on it if you need to from the POS. You can obviously use sales tracking receipts to view the similar information, but this allows you to do it all from the POS. So normally what we see is people will use sales tracking in the back office and receipts to view all their currently open layaways or special orders. With the receipt list page here, though, you can do the same thing from the POS. Now, if I click my options button right here at the tab right there, I can look at the receipt types as well as their status, whether they're opened or closed. If I don't filter by the status type, it's going to be showing me all my sales, not just my open ones. Let's look at all my special orders. And let's look at the status of ones that are currently open. That way I won't be seeing ones that are completed. Then if I look at my receipt information, I can also filter by a date range. If I just want to look at sales that took place this past week for my special orders, I can now search, and it shows me all of my special orders that were done this past 7 days. It shows me the receipt number, the customer information, the total of what the sale is versus what the total due is. So note that transaction that we just did right there. Here we go. It shows me what the total of the sale was versus what they currently owe me. Because they paid $50 down, they only owe me $508.13 as opposed to the original amount. So I can kind of confirm things from here. I can view the transaction if I need to, just kind of make sure what's going on with that, where it currently is. I can view it all right here as opposed to going to the back office. Now let's go over some updates that have recently been done in your system. Let's go ahead and start with looking at the updates that we've done to gift receipts on the green receipt. Now, the way it would work before, if you were needing to do a gift receipt, you would have to do your transaction on the POS as normal, and then after the transaction is done, you'd go to transaction function, print gift receipt right there. That's the way it was working beforehand. Now, it still is there. You can definitely do that. But if you want the gift receipt to happen at the same time as the transaction, you can just go and process the sale as normal. Let's go ahead and pay for this one. We'll go over some donation changes too later on. We'll hit pay. We'll hit finish. And now whenever it generates my receipt options, I can go ahead and either print it out, I can email it just like normal and everything, but I can also print my gift receipt right from here too. So that way I don't have to go to transaction function and print the gift receipt right after I've done the sale. I can just do it all right here, one smooth motion. Nice little quality of life update there. Other updates that we've done in regards to the cash drawer. Now, whenever you are doing a no sale, a cash drawer pop open, if you will, we've added no sale reasons to that list. So if I'm doing a no sale, I'm popping open my cash drawer, I can pull from a list of pre-made reasons that I can put in my system on why we are pulling the drawer open and everything. I'll show you how to create those no sale reasons as well when we move on to the back office, but they communicate with the back office to the POS, the no sale reasons, and they're trackable as well. Let's go ahead and also look into the changes that we've made to donations. Now, whenever you're doing your sale and you're doing donations in your system, you set up your templates and everything like normal. But we've added a new payment option method when it comes to donations called other amount. So you can either pull from your standard rates and everything for the donations, but if they want to go donate something other than these pre-made values, you can pull from that. So if I want to donate $7.50, I don't want to donate $10, but I want to donate more than $5, I can just click other amount, pop in that value, and hit donate. So now whenever I process my sale out, it would note and donate that I did $7.50 as opposed to one of my pre-made values that I have in the system. There you go. And to set that up is going to be in the back office as well, which we'll be moving on to momentarily. Now, that really covers the things that we want to talk about when it comes to the POS. What we're going to do now is move on to the back office into things, and we'll go over how to set up some of these changes that we've done here in the POS in your system if you want to. And we'll go over some additions that we've done to the back office. Now, starting off with getting the catalog import on your POS, that's simply done by going to your admin dropdown on the main page of your back office, POS Designer, and then if you've already made changes to your POS to customize it, make it more fit for your business, all you do is you search for the existing changes that you've done for the right nav buttons. You just edit that, pulls up to your list right here of your buttons, and you'll see search catalogs will be right there towards the bottom of that list. So you just click it to enable it, hit save, and there you go. As soon as you refresh your browser on your POS, search catalogs will be usable. This is an important note to remember. You can only use vendors that you are integrated with the search catalogs feature. You can't pull from anyone that you want to from that pre-made list. It can only be with ones that you are integrated with. And if you are not familiar with the POS Designer and you want to use it for the first time and use the search catalogs feature, you just hit new at the top right here. It will default the interaction type to the right nav buttons. It will set the enterprise level right here, which is good to set for your Cumulus stores. And the starting point, just put it at default. After you hit next, it will bring you to that same page that we were just on, where it lets me alter my buttons, add ones if I want to, remove them and trim some fat off of there, as well as enable the search catalogs feature. So that covers using your search catalogs feature and how to enable that in your system. Now let's go ahead and look over the donation alteration that you can do with the other amount, as well as putting in the no sale reasons. So to do that, we're going to open up sales tracking on the left-hand side right there. Then we'll go to setup right here at the top right. And you'll see here we have donation templates, we have no sale reasons. So for no sale reasons, to add that, all you do is you click on no sale reasons, you hit new right here at the top, and type in what you want the reason to be for popping open that cash drawer. Simple as that. To have those pop up on your POS if you need them right away, just refresh your browser. Because whenever you make an alteration right here in the back office, when you're not using the system config, it just takes a refresh on your browser to make those go through. Now looking at your donation template and adding that onto your system for the other amount. If you go to donation templates right here, same place as we were just at for the no sale reasons, and then go ahead and either search for your existing donations that you have in your system or create new ones from scratch. Whenever you are enabling the donation template, all you do to enable the other amount is check the box right there, and there you go. If you want to include the roundup option, which will round up to the nearest dollar, you just check that box as well. And that way, if they want to just round up and just throw some change at it instead, they have that as an option. So that covers enabling donation templates, no sale reasons, as well as enabling the search catalogs onto your POS. So now let's go ahead and look at some alterations that we've done with your POS and the back office. And let's go ahead and look at vendor catalog or vendor management, okay? So now with purchase orders, what we've added is if you're needing to export your purchase order onto a .csv file, you have that under the actions list. All you do is you search for your purchase order that you're wanting, you click on it and hit the action towards the bottom, export PO to CSV. It will download that onto a .csv file format for you, and there you go. There's your purchase order. If you see the little hash marks, just extend the columns on Excel to see the information that you need to see. And other actions that we've updated on here is printing a receiving worksheet. Now, if you've received the order and you want to get a printed out list of it to, check off and everything, you can also print out the receiving worksheet, which would give you a file where you can print out and kind of follow along on a piece of paper as opposed to using the system itself. Another thing of note that we've added to multiple pages in our system as well as purchase orders is the option to do the save towards the bottom of the page. So before, your flow would be that you would, create your purchase order or your product record, and you would, add all the items on there and have to scroll up to the very top to push through those changes and send that out. Now, however, we have the save buttons at the bottom of the pages as well as the cancel. So you don't have to scroll up to the very top whenever you're done with all your work. It's a little time saver is all. Now, some other things I want to talk about with our system. So whenever you're getting an update and you're not aware of when we're doing these updates, what will happen if you're on 2.78 and above is whenever you log into the system for the day and everything, it will give you a pop-up message alerting you that we have an update available. It would appear something like this. So it would give you a message of where to contact to get the update in your system. It would tell you about where you can review and check out the release notes and a notification date of when you were notified about this release. Now, if you hit save for later, what would happen is it would appear next time you log into your system. So if you don't have time to write about the update, but you don't want to forget about it, check that option right there. If you hit got it, it's just saying, I know about the release. I don't want to see the message anymore. It'll clear it out is all. Now, another thing I want to talk about with sales tracking actually is an addition that we've made to merchandise sold when it comes to your salesmen for commission. So the way to add a salesperson to a sale that already took place prior would be you'd have to use the receipts page to edit the salesperson from there, to add them to a sale that's already taken place or change the person if they made a mistake there. Now we can also do that for merchandise sold though. So if we go to merchandise sold, we search for our transaction, let's say one that took place today. And let's say this item that we just sold earlier, that special order. If I want to attack a salesperson to this transaction, I just go to Action, Edit Line Salesperson, find Salesperson to pull from my list, and just hit Search. And there we go. I can go ahead and attach a salesman to this transaction by the merchandise sold page. Okay, so that's some alterations that we've done there. Again, a little quality of life update. Just to show you as well, like I was talking about with vendor management and the options to save at the bottom. Same thing goes for product management. If I'm creating products in my system, again, the save page is at the bottom, as well as the actions that would be appearing at the very top. Now, this next feature that I want to show you is very helpful for the firearms and the clients. Now, let's say you're wanting to get your bound book cleaned up. Obviously you can, use if you're using an external bound book, you can check out them and everything. If you're using our internal bound book, you can check it out there using the inventory management. However, if you're wanting a list of exceptions for customers, for your vendor records, and for your product records, now under reporting, if you go to custom reports, there are canned firearm exception reports that can be pulled right there. So all you need to do is select the report. You'll see the customer FFL exceptions, the acquisition exceptions, which is looking at your firearms that are currently on hand, your product exceptions, which is looking at products that have been acquired and disposed, and your vendor exceptions, which is looking at your vendors that have been used for acquisition and exception and dispositions, and what is blocking them in the bound book, what's missing information there essentially. So to run these reports, all you do is you select which one you want to get, you download the report, and it will pop up right there as an Excel file. So you can see right here, it gives me the customer information. It will tell me what the exception reason is, whether I have an FFL number, if I did a buy trade, and I mark this person as a firearm dealer, and they didn't have a complete FFL number. If it was expired, it would tell me. If I missed their phone number, if I did not put an address or a zip or anything like that, any of the required things that are wanting to be done for your firearm transactions, it will give me the list of the exceptions right there for me. Same thing goes for if I'm looking at my product exceptions. If I need to look at if I'm missing any of the firearm categories, meaning the model, the manufacturer, the importer, or caliber, I can pull that report right there, and it gives me the same exceptions. So I can see, obviously, I have a very old bound book here, but I can see I have a lot of work I need to do on my end of things where I'm missing models and missing manufacturers and importers or gun type. It's telling me all these exceptions on what I need to correct. So now I can kind of track what errors are currently in my system. And if I go and I fix those on the product page or the customer page or the vendor page, it will clear this out from that list then. So very helpful when it comes to cleaning up your bound book. And let's see if there's anything else. I think that actually really covers it. One last important thing to note when it comes to your donations and setting up your donations. To set up your donations, if you do not know about this already, you first have to have your donation template made. Now, again, that's going to be done through sales tracking, setup, and donation templates. After you have that donation made, you go to your admin system config right here to set it up. Once on there, you go to your point of sale tab right here at the top and scroll down towards the bottom of that list. Then you'll check the box Prompt POS for donation and select the donation template that you want to use on this one. This will get that pop-up message at the POS whenever you're doing that sale. After you save it, it takes a server reset in order for that to go through. The server reset, again, that happens every night, or if you contacted support, you can have them do it quicker, but just keep in mind that that takes your POS offline for about 15 minutes. So with that, that covers some of the new helpful features in our system. Thank you all for your time.
That concludes this session. Thank you for joining us. If you have any questions, please reach out to your implementation manager or account representative. Don't forget, you can refer to the Resources tab under the top navigation panel to download session outlines and more from all of our sessions. Also, be sure to visit our partner booths to check out their special offers and connect with them to enter their giveaways. We'll see you in the next session.